Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. This is a 6/2/2014 video. I'm wearing my Snoopy thing. Anyways, welcome to another edition of Living Simply and Fun. I am your host. Now, it's almost 1 in the morning, so I will get down to brass tacks. This is a book review on John Gierach's Still Life with Brook Trout. This is the second book I read this weekend. I read 4 books total. This coming week, I only got one more of him to do, which is The View from Rat Lake, until the, what do you call it, the library gives me more books to read after, ordering and stuff. So, what do I gotta say? First of all, it's like the other book I reviewed. The only difference with this book is it doesn't have any chapter titles for the chapter. It's just like it says. And like chapter 8, I believe it talks about the story was Still Life with a Brook Trout. Now, in my opinion, this is really good. The guy likes brook trouts. He likes trout in general. He loves eating trout, wild trout. Talks about the stories of the great fires and stuff in Colorado, and the guy's a really good guy, and he's very knowledgable. So, in my opinion, for being like a 60-year, almost 70-year-old fishing geezer, or fishing guru, the guy actually touches my heart on the fact that he's a good writer. Now, when you get into these books, if you read them back to back like I have, it kind of gets tedious and boring. As a reviewer of fishing books and fishing authors of fishing books, I would say logically, if you really want to, review a book, review it in sections. He's got other books as, Trout Bum, which I've never reviewed, Standing in a River Waving a Stick, I've read, even Brook Trout Get the Blues, Dancing with Trout, I've never reviewed, Death Taxes and Leaky Waders, waiting for that one, Where Are the Trout as Long as Your Legs, read that one. The next one's The View from Rat Lake. Another Lousy Day in Paradise. I've read that one. The Unknown Fisherman, which is the one I just read and finished yesterday. And Sex, Death, and Fly Fishing. So the guy has got some decent books. Now, in my opinion, this book is worth the money. I give it a rating of 10 stars. He is humorous. He is funny. He's got some something. Now, the price tag on the book says $15.99. I bet you can do better on Amazon, hardbound or paperback. I, for one, believe that this book is highly recommended, and if you're into collecting the John Gierach series, you won't be hard. However, I do recommend you don't sit there and read in 6 hours off and on, reading the entire book, not putting it down, getting it through, and then being like, I did that twice in the last 2 days. I've read 4 books. So how does it stack up to his other books? Just like the other ones. There's stories about his fishing and his adventures and his exploration for new trout waters, lakes, streams, you get it, rivers. I just gotta say, it's a good book, highly recommended. 5 stars, or on my other stars, 10 stars. If you haven't checked it out, check out John Gierach. Check out his books. I highly recommend it. He also brings up some other people that he knows that are writers in books, and they're very highly sought after. So, with that said, if you have any comments or questions, please suggest them, post comments, feedback, suggestions. Thank you, and may God bless the world.